VS Code to our machine. Na?
Visual Studio,
And
Visual Code
inside VS Code, we have added
folder.
a folder HTML. Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Just let me download my Xampp once again because the download was not completed due to internet
uh,
connection.
yeah.
So just I'm again putting this thing under download.
भाई आपका नया लैपटॉप में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है।
हाँ जी,
भाई आप वारंटी के अंदर है तो आप कुछ चेक करवा सकते हो ना।
वो तो करेंगे पर
हाँ
व्हाई इट विल गिव सो मच अ प्रॉब्लम। एचपी का
भाई।
लैपटॉप है ना बहुत खराब होते हैं, मतलब कि आई
हाँ
रियली डू नॉट लाइक एचपी लैपटॉप दो, ऑल्दो आई जस्ट बॉट
हाँ
इट दिस टाइम एचपी कि चलो
हाँ
ट्राई करें एक बार। XAMPP is now under download.
हाँ।
See here,
मेरा
we,
कजिन। हाँ
we
ओके
added a
बोलिए।
folder HTML.
हाँ
Okay, so here is an icon for new file. Just click here and give a file name. Say I am giving test.html. Okay,
ओके। हाँ
so this file has been created here, test.html.
ओके।
Now
हाँ
here you can
अच्छा।
write your own code, but
ओके
before
ओके।
that, I just want to increase the font size a bit. Okay.
अपीयरेंस या एडिट लेआउट एडिटर लेआउट या कुछ है। कंट्रोल यूर माइक।
Okay, so you are able to see it now.
एक मिनट फिर से ये फोल्डर क्रिएट करना दिखा सकते हैं क्या? क्योंकि मेरे को ना ये दिख रहा है कि कुछ ठीक से नहीं हुआ है तो।
Okay, just follow this step. I'm just revert this thing.
फाइल द फोल्डर।
Ha. Yeah, say you can open a folder and go to your specified folder. Okay, just select the folder. It will be attached to your working environment. So this is the folder. This HTML is a folder. Okay, inside that you will find the files.
Here all get started closed again.
Sorry.
Again get started is there. Yes, it was the author, the folder, the table, all the pictures.
No, you just remove the get start tab. That is not required at all. See, VS
So
Code,
from H.
VS Code. See here, you just remove this get started. Okay. So here you will also
From
find, but these things are, I really don't like so much of shortcut. Okay. We know how to do the thing. So just remove that thing. Okay. Now, once you have added a folder here, it will be there until and unless you remove that thing from here. Okay.
okay.
So here, from here, how can you create a file? This icon, just
Okay.
type the name here, and it
विद
will be there.
एक्सटेंशन।
So this is the file. Okay, this is the control.
Just the extension will take automatically, or should we have to give the
No
extension?
extension. Once you extension is for one time. Okay, since you have already downloaded the extension, that will be there. You
नो
do
नो
not
नो
have to get the extension each and every time, right?
भाई ऐसा नहीं।
Okay.
वो जो वो एक्सटेंशन नहीं है, फाइल एक्सटेंशन डॉट एच टी एम एल उसके बारे में।
Dot html, this is a html file. Okay, so if you want to write a html file, then you have to give dot extension
The
html
extension as
extension.
हाँ,
Okay, else you can
हर बार
आ
देना
गया।
पड़ेगा ना।
also gives a extension dot htm. Okay, we will discuss this
Correct.
thing later. Just first let me demonstrate the
आ
thing.
गया।
Okay, see here I am just writing a HTML code. Okay, although there are lots of shortcut using which we can get the HTML basic HTML code
हाँ
directly, but I would like to
एच
write
टी एम
the
एल।
HTML. This is the structure of HTML. Head.
वो
LM हो गया।
हेड बॉडी
LM हो गया।
बॉडी
HTML.
वो ऑटोमेटिकली स्टार्ट और एंड करके कर लिए ना
हम्म,
Hmm.
आपने? वो ऑटोमेटिक चेंज होता है।
HTML and this is
बॉडी,
your
हेड के बीच में बॉडी लिखना है ना, दो हेड के बीच,
हेड के बाद।
this is the
राइट?
structure. Okay, this is the basic structure of HTML. Now inside body, whatever you write, say H1. Okay,
हेडिंग, राइट?
this is
हम्म,
our past.
मेरा आवाज नहीं सुन रहा है?
Yeah, yeah.
सुनाई दे रहा है ना, यार ऑडिबल।
ओके।
And here inside, although it is not mandatory, but it is always good to give a
टाइटल,
title. Okay,
वेबसाइट, टेक्नोलॉजी।
just save it and see your folder. Where is
हाँ,
the folder HTML?
HTML।
This is, see here, you have this file. If you double click it, so it will run on Google Chrome.
हाँ,
Okay,
या,
so all HTML file will be run on Google Chrome.
ओके,
Okay, so this is a very simple thing, writing an HTML code. Obviously, we will do lots of things later.
ओके,
Now let's move to our XAMPP.
ओके। जहाँ पे इंस्टॉल करना
Did
है
we
अभी?
execute it? We come to the folder and execute it, na? Right now.
For all HTML file, you have to means if you have an HTML file and if you want to run the HTML file, okay, so you have to run it on the web browser.
नहीं, फोल्डर पे आना है ना हमको।
Yeah, you want to
लाइक
run the file from here. You want to run the file from here. That is also
कंट्रोल
possible, but
F5।
for that purpose, you have to do some sorts of thing. That is not required in
हम्म,
case of this type of
हाँ,
program. Why? I will tell you. Now see the installation part of XAMPP. I'm just going to install this XAMPP. Okay,
ओके,
okay.
just do not do it in your own machine. Just observe it first. Okay, then
ओके,
later you can do
ओके,
it of your own. So
ओके,
I'm
ओके।
just
भाई
doing
रिकॉर्ड,
this.
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है,
I hope.
देखिए आप।
Huh.
अच्छा,
See here something it will ask
एंटीवायरस
you
नहीं है।
continue with installation.
हाँ,
Okay, so just give a
यस
yes.
दबाओ।
Important, some notice will be there. What it is actually telling you, it is trying to tell you that please do not install it on C, because if you want to format your machine, then everything will be lost from
ओके,
C drive, and you will also not get your projects.
अच्छा,
So try to avoid. I will also tell you not to install the XAMPP folder on the C drive. Okay.
ओके,
This here
ओके,
we
हम्म,
see here we will install it on E drive.
हम्म,
हाँ, ओके,
Let me see. I have empty spaces on E drive, so I will install the XAMPP folder here.
ओके,
हम्म,
So see here, it now gets started. Next, see it is asking the folder, na?
हम्म।
ब्राउज करें।
So I
So
will
select
give
four.
it E drive.
हाँ,
You will give your drive as your computer,
हाँ,
as in your computer. Okay,
हाँ,
so try not to give the C drive, means not the C drive, actually the Windows drive where the OS is
हम्म,
loaded.
हाँ,
Okay, you may load OS in D drive on D drive too. Okay, just try to avoid giving the OS drive. So E drive next, then there is nothing, just click next, next, next. It will install. Okay, so while it is installing, so we do one more program. Say test2.html.
Okay.
Okay, see here, test2.html. So whenever you put angle bracket, you will have something called doc type. If you press
Okay.
enter,
Huh.
okay,
Hmm.
so then this code will already be written. Doc type means a document type. Okay,
Yeah. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
see this is coming for Xampp. Okay, it is asking to allow access. So you must give the okay
टाइप का मतलब.
document type. See, HTML is basically not program. You cannot say that
Markup language.
you know HTML programming. If somebody asks you what are the programming languages you know, and
हाँ.
if you specify that I know HTML, so
Hmm.
obviously it will not be a good thing. So HTML is not a programming language.
हाँ.
Programming language is something different.
It is a scripting language.
It is not a scripting language too. It is a markup
Okay.
language.
हाँ. Okay.
So now coming to the Xampp installation, do you want to start the control panel now? Presently, I am not interested in showing the control panel. That I will show you.
Okay.
See here, the installation for Xampp has been completed. Now you watch that we have a folder here. Now Xampp,
हाँ.
just go inside the folder. You will find another folder that is called htdocs.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Inside this folder, you have many folders. Okay, just forget about all those folders. This folder htdocs is your root folder. As I told you yesterday that you have to copy your, okay, forget about yesterday, I'm just telling it right now. Okay,
Okay.
want to show you that this Xampp is a software of like what, web server.
Web server.
Okay.
Xampp, it is a software of kind what, web server.
Web server.
Now what is a web server? Web server is a software which can accept a web request and can
Hmm.
generate a response. Got
Okay.
it?
हाँ.
Web server is a kind of software which can
Hmm.
accept the web request, means the
Hmm.
requests that are coming from the internet.
Well, internet.
Okay,
हाँ.
and it can also generate a response and send the response back to the client. Okay,
Okay.
so in internet arena, you
Hmm.
will have client and you will have server. Okay,
Okay.
so your projects and your websites are kept inside the server,
Server.
and this server, I am calling this server is web server. Now
Hmm.
here I write web server two times. Here web server and here I write also web server. This is a software web server. Okay, this is a software which is a kind of web server. Now
Hmm.
when you install that software inside a computer, that computer will be called as a web server. Are you getting the thing?
Okay.
Hmm.
Since in our machine we have already installed this Xampp, so we can call this of our machine becomes an web server.
Web server.
Okay.
Okay.
Now our machine is capable of handling request from client. This is
Hmm.
client,
Hmm.
web client. Okay.
Okay.
And it can generate response and send the response back to client. So
Okay.
this of capability of my computer is been given by this software. By installing this software, I convert my simple PC into a web server
Hmm.
computer.
Hmm.
Computer.
Got it? Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now, what web server will do? Web server is just like a container. It will contain the different web projects,
Hmm.
means websites or web
Hmm.
portals.
Hmm.
Okay, like that. These are different portals. Suppose these are different projects. Okay.
Okay.
Now, for each project, you must have some name.
हाँ.
Okay. Say maybe it is your myflower.com, myflower.com. Say this
Okay.
is your maybe CNN dot news
Hmm.
dot news. Maybe this is your myshop dot in, myshop dot in. So all these folders are given a name. Okay, all these folders are given a name. Okay, now when you are entering a request in client, okay, you have to mention the name of that particular site. Okay, maybe you want to open myflower.com. So what you have to do in a web browser here, you have to type myflower.com, right?
Request.
Ah.
This myflower.com is called domain name,
Ah.
a name to the website. Okay,
Hmm.
Website.
now this name must be mapped to this folder because inside the server this folder contains the programs, all the programs for myflower.com. Okay,
Yeah.
and that is being done internally by handling the server, web server inside, that will be done. Okay, now see, where is our HTML folder? See, this is our HTML folder now. Inside that we have this test HTML file. If you want to run this HTML file, you can double click it. Now see the address. Okay, see the address. Now as you know that for a website there are many HTML, there will be many HTML file.
Hmm.
Okay, and those all HTML file are kept inside a server somewhere in the world.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but look at the address. This address is static address, na?
Ah.
Cannot find any HTML file by using this kind of address, na?
Yeah.
This is not at all a web address. This is a
Yeah.
local machine address. See
Ah.
file, C, drive, user, just like that. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you need a web request. Now web request, how web request looks like? It is URL
IP address.
colon slash slash then mypower.com, right?
Yeah.
Now see what I am doing. I am just copying this file, this folder, okay, and paste it inside this ht docs folder. See, HTML folder is here, right? Okay,
अपने HTML फोल्डर को डेस्कटॉप से कॉपी करके यहाँ पे डाला ना.
yeah, we just put it inside the ht docs.
Okay.
Now we are going to the browser
हाँ.
and just type localhost localhost slash
हाँ.
html
हाँ.
slash,
हाँ.
what was the name,
Yes.
test.html.
Yes. हाँ.
Test.html.
It is supposed to run.
Okay.
Why it is not running?
You
Because
have to set up
Some
your.
root directory.
wait, just
Root direct.
let me tell you.
हाँ.
Okay.
Why it is not running? Because we have installed the Xampp software.
हाँ. हाँ.
So we didn't check whether that installation has been completed successfully or not. To check
हाँ.
it, you write localhost. Okay,
हाँ.
press enter. Here, the localhost is not even running. So why?
Okay.
Because we did not
Xampp
start
is not.
that
Start the
Xampp.
Xampp.
हाँ.
So just open the control panel. I did not open that control panel that time, na? It was
Okay.
asking after
Hmm.
installation. So for
Yes.
that reason, I was not open the control panel
Okay.
at that time. So I just click on this,
Hmm.
see how it look like. See here. This is the XAMPP control panel. Here
Okay.
you have to start this one, this Apache.
Okay.
Mainly this Apache is the web server. I told you
हाँ.
that you need a web server type software.
Uh,
Actually, Xampp is a
Hello?
collection, is a package of
uh,
multiple softwares.
Hello?
Inside that, you have something called Apache.
okay. The Suji was
Hello?
she was like, hello, Sushi, yes.
What happened, Shashiji?
I think Sushi is
हाँ
not
मेरे को
able
सुना ही नहीं दे रही थी कुछ भी.
to.
Oh,
And I was able to hear you say sorry for
actually,
that.
I told you to open the Xampp control panel. Understand?
ओके ओके. हाँ
So
हाँ.
inside the Xampp control panel, you will have first time you will
The start I have
you
seen.
have to
हाँ.
start this Apache. Okay,
Apache.
this Apache is actually the web server here.
Okay.
Okay,
हम्म.
basically Xampp is a collection of these softwares. These softwares.
हम्म.
Uh,
Okay, so
so,
among these softwares, Apache is the web server.
server.
This Tomcat is also,
Web
although
server.
this Apache is
Okay.
actually the web server that we will work on. Okay,
Okay.
and this MySQL is the database. Since we are not
Okay.
using
हम्म.
database right now, so you are not going to start
हम्म.
this database. These are all
Okay.
services. Okay,
Uh,
so now just minimize it or cross it. Now your localhost has been started. See here, if you type localhost, just type
हम्म.
localhost and press enter, you will get this thing. Okay,
okay.
okay. Now if
Mm.
you click this icon, you will get the database. Since we did not
हम्म.
started the database, now still if a button is there, then you can always click it and see you will get this one. Say
Okay.
MySQL database is not present. Why it is not present? Because we did
We
not
haven't
Did
start
not
started.
start the.
MySQL service. So you, in order to start the MySQL service, just click on here, allow access. So MySQL is started. Now just refresh it.
Nice.
So this is your database. Okay. Probably
Oh.
you know the interface because I have
Ah,
shown to
yes.
you in our database classes last semester, right? Anyway, so we are not going to use this database right now. Just delete it. Now see what I
Why
told you,
local host is not
that
coming?
this HTML file you can double click on it and it will directly run on the browser. But that
Huh.
is not the case for the websites. Okay, for websites you need to give a web address, something like that, http slash localhost is specifying our current Xampp
Computer.
location, and here you will have html slash html. See, this is our first page. Okay,
Yeah.
are you getting?
Yes, bye.
Okay, now see one thing. I will delete this folder from here. Okay, because
Okay.
we remove the folder. I just want to add the folder from the Xampp
Okay.
where it is. See this htdocs, inside that htdocs,
We
this
have.
html, I am
Huh.
just click it and make it here. Trust it.
Okay.
So this is your html folder. I hope this one is our html folder. I'm just going to make some changes to see whether this is the same file. Just check it, refresh it, and you are getting this thing.
Yeah. Response.
हम्म.
So it is local.
Correct.
So I have connected my htdocs folder here in my VS Code. Okay.
Okay. Huh.
Now do one thing. Suppose, say this is our project. This is our one project, one website.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Now you have your second website.
Mm.
See myflower.com.
.com.
.com. So obviously here you will not mention the .com part. There is a separate place where you have to mention all those things for a live server. This is a local server, so we will use the folder name only. So my flow,
Ah,
okay.
okay.
So now I am going to attach this my folder with my VS Code.
Ah,
Just clicking and dragging to the screen, huh? This VS Code.
VS Code. See, this is our my flower folder. Okay, this is our my flower folder. Now inside my flower folder, I am going to write one file. Now follow that. I am giving the name index.html. Okay, so this is index.html. Okay, now I am writing the same code HTML. Okay, HTML. Then
Shall we try that Xampp now in our systems or how? Or afterwards later?
no, you will do it later. And if you
Okay.
have any problem, then you can tell me because it will take more time then.
Time constraint. Yes.
Hmm.
yeah. Okay.
See here, say
In
H1.
HT docs, we have to copy that HTML folder here.
Which one?
In that HTML folder, what we created is somewhere else that has to be after installation. We have to put it in HT docs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to put it like this HTML folder, this my flower folder. These are our projects. These are our website.
Hmm.
Okay, these are
Hmm.
all our website, individual website. Okay. See here, we have written a simple code pasting, and we want to run that thing
Hmm.
from here. Say http colon local localhost slash, what was the name of the folder? My flower.
My flower.
My flower.
See here, I just enter my flower. I am not mentioning the name of the file index.html because that index.html is a special file and it will be treated as a home page or home file. Okay, so
How
whenever
come it is
Hmm.
specified?
see, this is the web request. This is the web request. Whenever you see, this is a web request. Okay, whenever you enter something like this, it will always search for index.html, okay, or php, or some files are there, okay, but the name will be index. Okay, in some cases the name will be your home, default. These are the some
Where all other
default
pages are
names.
getting connected, I think.
Automatically this file will be
Home
opened,
pages.
okay, from this folder. Are you getting the thing?
Ah,
Yes.
Okay, so just close it. Now see, if I stop this Apache, then you refresh it. See here, I am refreshing it. It will reject. See,
ah,
but then also you can double click it and run it.
ah.
By double clicking and running it on your browser is not a way how websites are running. Na?
Yes.
To open a website, what you do in a browser, you have to give the URL. Okay,
Yes. Ah,
so this is not the way how you like to open a website page or web page. Okay, obviously for HTML files can be opened like that, but for a
Without
particular
any
web
web.
page you have to go with a proper URL like this. Okay, so now see, if I again start it and refresh it, you will get again. So
hmm.
this is the connection of web server. Okay, so what
Okay.
this browser is actually doing, it is actually sending a request to the server. Okay, which server?
web server.
Yeah,
Pixel,
this is my browser.
Apache.
This browser is actually sending the request by means of that with URL to my server. So these all folders are my projects, and this main folder is our htdocs, na?
Hmm.
Htdocs. So inside this htdocs we have several projects. Okay, so when the client is requesting to the server that URL, so it is finding the exact folder from there, and it is getting the, if the folder contains index file, then it is getting the index file. If you do not have the index file in it, then what will happen? Like that HTML do not contain the index file, na?
Hmm.
So what will happen if you call the HTML file here, HTML, and just do not mention
Hmm.
the file name?
I think it will take the first one.
It will
Okay,
give
give
you
giving
this list,
option.
the content of the
Okay.
directory. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so everything I am showing you for local host means for the local machine.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So if you click on this, then also the proper URL will be generated and it
Huh.
will run. But this is not the
Okay.
way of doing the projects, means web projects.
Huh.
Okay. So what is the actual way of arranging the folder? I will discuss it right now. Tell me, is this all okay?
Huh, Mari. All okay.
Yeah.
Just try to understand. This is your htdoc folder under Xampp. Okay. This is called also. See, htdocs, the name of the folder is specially for Xampp. Okay. You will not get the same name for all the servers. Okay. Different server have different name. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So this is your, say, I can say web root folder. Root. Okay.
Hmm.
See, if you have IIS, I can show you IIS here also in this machine. Okay, Windows already giving a web server with it. You do not have to install anything. You just can activate the IIS web server from here. So inside IIS, you will something like this 3W root, www root, inetpub. You will get this kind of folders. Okay, those folders are root folders for IIS. Okay, htdocs is root folder for Xampp. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so inside htdocs you may have different projects like this. Say it is a project,
Hmm.
maybe this is another project, a bigger project. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this is another project.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe this is another project. Say this project is myflower.com, so my flower. This project is say car.com বা cardekho.com, so this is card deco. This may be, you can say, our janeonline.org.in, so this is, so these are, these way you have to give the name. Okay, something like that. Now inside each
Hmm.
folder you have a structure, specific structure for simple websites. Okay, so what will be the structure? You will have a folder called img. It will store all the images. Okay.
Images of that website.
You will have a folder called JS, store all JavaScript.
JavaScript.
You will have something called style,
CSS files.
yeah, or CSS, store all CSS files. Okay, downloads, all these are all folders. Okay, after that you
Mm-hmm.
have file, say index.html. Okay, then you will have some other files like about us.html. Then you have some gallery.html, contact.html, something like that. So this is a simple folder structure for a website or web page, you can say. Not web
Project
page.
for each project.
Huh.
Mm.
So these folders need to be created by you, and you have to organize your files under that folder, under this folder. Okay. This file then will be connected by means of links. This will
Mm.
be linked together. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this will be linked together so that when you have the website, something like that, if you have the websites, say gain online, say if you have the website,
Mm,
it will give you some menu like that. Okay,
mm, mm,
some menu like that, something like that. Okay,
mm.
these are called these are called links.
Yeah.
You can move to very few links are here. So this is your, which one is actually the main website of them. Say these are menus,
Uh,
na? So
uh,
if you click on this
Mm.
one, so it will move to another page. See here, look,
yeah.
I'm just
For linking. Mm.
selecting this address and pasting it here, so you can understand that this http in our local url, what was our local url?
Local host.
Local host.
Localhost slash, say, no, what was the other name?
Whatever the folder name.
Myflower
My flower
My flower.
dot
index or
index.
test,
Okay,
whatever it is. Mm.
index.html. Now see what happened to them. If you match this thing, this http and https are same, na?
Not,
No.
This
but
is
that is secure.
https for s for
Secure.
secure,
Secure
Secure.
website.
ssl. Okay,
Yes.
this is http, this is https, both are same. Okay, this is more
Correct.
secure.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a security protocol called ssl.
Mm.
If you want to give more security to your URL or site, then you will get the SSL certificate from them, from the
Yeah.
domain name provider. Okay,
Yeah.
so HTTP and HTTPS are both same
Okay.
for the time being. Now you will have onlinejane.com. This is your,
Direct domain name.
yeah, this is the name of your website, and this is your
Mm.
domain name. Yesterday I told you that you have to purchase this domain name, you have to register this domain name.
Mm.
Mm.
This domain name can be registered for 1 year or 2 year, something like that. Okay, there are some validity. Okay,
Mm.
now this will be compared with this one. up to my flower. Okay,
Hmm.
up to my flower you have to means
Compare.
this
Yeah,
thing
because this
will
is
be mapped to this folder, up to this folder. Getting the thing?
हाँ.
hmm.
Okay. So what are these things? These are the subfolders under this folder.
Hmm.
Now, what is that? See here, if I am creating, going inside my flower and say inside my flower, I am having a folder, say, mm,
Be
uh,
this.
say, give me name of two different flowers. Just tell me.
Okay. Lily, Jasmine.
Say lily
Hmm.
and
Rose.
Rose.
rose. Okay. So this we are going to build an website on myflower. Okay, the our name of our main website will be myflower.com, and under that website we will describe some individual flowers. Okay, so inside lily, I'm going to describe about lily flower. Okay,
Okay.
so just come into the, see here inside VS Code you will already have these two folders, na lily.
Folder. Hmm.
So just click on lily and click a file. Okay,
File.
say
Index
index.html.
dot html.
See here, this index.html goes inside lily. Okay,
हाँ.
so here I am just writing, I am not going in that format. Okay, I am just writing this is lily flower. Okay, save it. And inside rows I'm again creating another index.html. So this is rows.
Rose.
Okay, I save it. Now see, if you write
Flower.
my flower, give a slash, then write
Lily.
so it will,
Then slash in.
so this is
Okay.
lily flower.
हाँ.
If you write rose, so
Hmm.
it will give you rose,
This is Rose.
right?
Okay. हाँ.
So in the same way you can go more deep
हाँ.
with the URL. So
Okay.
in this way, you can compare, you can understand the
हाँ.
URLs. Okay,
Yeah.
see here, see here. So HTTP is separate. This is the protocol. Localhost myflower is the domain name. Rose is the subfolder, and inside rose you are getting the respective index.html file.
हाँ.
Is it okay?
Yes, I understood.
Yes.
Okay. Just one more thing.
हाँ.
Just a minute.
भाई मैं
Just a minute.
खाना
Just a
खा के
minute.
आऊँ. मतलब मेरा लैपटॉप ऑन में ही रहेगा.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So you understand the folders copy, na? How to
Yes, yes.
build the
Folder copy.
folder,
I
how
got
to
it.
keep the files over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are
Hmm.
the folder structure. You have to arrange the files because in a real life project
Application it
there will be
is
lots of files.
organizing is yes, yes. Organizing is very important thing.
Hmm. Acha. The next thing that I would like to show you, suppose
Hmm.
these folders, all these folders, this my flower under this
Hmm.
my flower, have the
Hmm.
HTML file, na?
Huh.
HTML file. All these folders are HTML file. When we learn PHP, then you will understand that we can have files something like that. Say, suppose I'm taking another file here, I'm creating another folder here. Say, give me another name of a flower. Uh,
Marigold.
Marigold. Okay, inside Marigold, I am creating a file, say index.php.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot validate since PHP installation could not be found. See here, VS Code is suggesting you that PHP extension you have
The
not.
extension is not added.
See here,
Okay.
PHP language feature extension. So we can install the extension. Turn
Mm.
on setting sync. One setting found. Setting sign up turn on extension. Sign in. So sign in is required. I do not want to sign. No,
You can go to that extension and only add it. No?
I didn't want to sign in.
From the extension, we can add now that one extension.
Let's try PHP extension. Even we do not have the, just let me show you. I'm not going to install
Mm.
any extension. Okay,
Mm.
I'm not going to install any extension. Okay,
Mm.
then will it run? Obviously, because VS Code has no responsibilities to run the website. Okay,
Yes, only the
it
web
is
browser,
running
the
by this
local host
Apache web server. Okay,
web
and
server.
this browser we are running the website on the browser, so we do not
Mm.
require any kind of extension on
To be
VS
added over
Code.
here.
Okay,
Mm. The VS Code.
so
Mm.
then why you will like to install some extensions? Because you need to get some help, online help while you are writing. It will suggest you do that thing,
Mm-hmm.
this is the syntax, so that you do not have to remember everything. Okay, so if you are confident
Mm-hmm.
enough to write a PHP code, then you do not
Without
have
any
to.
help, we can directly
Yeah.
be right.
So I am just showing you. See, PHP is nothing but a file. Okay, a text file.
Mm.
So give the extension .php and just add the HTML code like the previous one. HTML, HTML, say body. Since we did not save it with HTML extension, it is
And
not doing the thing.
giving the
So these are the only tasks that VS Code can do. But we can write here H2, say this is PHP, not HTML. Although we are, this is PHP,
writing with HTML
this
tag.
is PHP file, not
Mm.
HTML file. Okay, H2. See, I'm just saving it and see this under this marigold we have this file. Na? Now, if
Mm.
you double click this file, obviously it will not run on your Google Chrome
Web browser.
web browser. Here, for this file can only be run under a web browser. Okay,
Mm.
so what you will do? You will
The server. Mm.
marigold.
I go.
See, this is PHP file, not HTML. Okay.
Mm.
So in PHP file, you can always write this type of HTML code. Okay. It is possible to
Mm.
write means to save the HTML file with the extension .php.
Extension
So
PHP.
in a
What is the
proper
use?
PHP web project, you could have saved all the files using the extension .php. You do not need the HTML extension at all. Okay.
Mm.
Now see, I am showing you uh, an example of exact PHP file, how it look like. Although we will do, if chance is there, detail about PHP. Now creating another folder. Give me another name.
Mm,
Say
and
Lotus.
class. Okay, Lotus.
So inside Lotus, I am creating a file, say index.php, right? So
Mm,
inside index.php, I'm writing this one. This is actually called PHP tag, and inside that PHP
mm. Echo is the
is
command to print one.
echo hello PHP. Okay, save it. Now here you see you have another file Lotus. Inside Lotus, you will have index file. So how to run it? My flower slash
Localhost // Lotus
Lotus.
slash
See hello
index.
PHP. Okay. So this is actually running a PHP script.
Mm,
Now you can add some HTML tag here like that.
mm,
See here, hello PHP. Okay.
mm. Okay.
So these are the different way how you can organize your files, how you can write. All depends on the requirement or your thinking. Okay, what to do,
Mm,
what not to do. But this is the way how you have to arrange the files and folder for a simple type of websites. Okay, right.
mm. Okay.
Okay, now as I told you yesterday, you have to first learn HTML,
Mm.
then what? After HTML, you have to learn CSS, okay,
Then
then
PHP.
JavaScript.
JavaScript.
If you learn these three, then your
Mm,
designing part will be completed, okay.
mm,
After that, you have to come to the server side. This is your client side. You have to learn
mm,
server side. In server side, you can learn PHP as you have in your syllabus, okay.
mm,
So in earlier SEM, in the previous SEM, you have already learned Java, advanced Java.
mm,
So in server side, you can use Java. In server side, you can also use .NET like C hash, .NET, Python. These all things you can use in server side. Okay. But currently in your syllabus, you
mm-hmm.
have PHP. Okay. Tell me, up to this, okay? Is everything gettable?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, from where you will prepare all those things? Obviously, if you go with the class, then
Mm,
you will learn everything. But I will suggest you not to go so
mm.
slow. Okay. These things you
Okay.
can easily grab it by
Mm,
having web resources, and I am also there.
mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So you do not have to buy any books for that because the subjects are there are different subjects. Okay.
Okay.
You cannot always buy a single book and you will get everything into it, and if you
Okay.
have that kind of book available, then you will understand that that book is not so good, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because all these
Because it will not be so descriptive. There were
uh,
vast.
because these fields are so vast now, each individual have many things in it, so it is not
Mm,
possible to cover everything inside a single book, okay.
mm,
And even the books are very costly too, so you do not have to go to the purchasing a book. All you have to do,
mm-hmm.
you have to depend on the web resources. Like how?
Mm-hmm.
Say you want to learn HTML, okay.
Mm,
Do not go to the YouTube videos because you don't know whose representation is how somebody is representing the subjects, and means
mm-hmm.
personally I don't like that much of learning from YouTube videos, rather
mm,
studying the things, studying from authentic resource. Now, how can you do?
mm.
Say W3
Schools.
schools.
Mm.
I've told you, I think, na? W3 schools.
WA schools like last time I think
Hmm.
I didn't. And in before also we were also little bit searching for this. So
See
here
here,
I have seen.
this is, you can say, the most authentic resource to learn your basics of HTML,
Yes, basics.
basics of HTML. Okay, so just go
We
with
used
it.
to refer this sometimes, like
Mhm.
for HTML tags, we were referring this.
Hmm, 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 hmm. So this is a very good site to follow, but
Mm.
within these are HTML is
I think there is something called as Java point also one more, which is giving like this only with all the coding and basic things.
but initially you just go with this HTML, means W3 school. Okay.
Okay.
See, basically HTML is not a language. I told you, na, HTML is just
Ah, it's a markup language.
it's a
Yeah.
markup language. It's a recommendation basically. Okay. Actually,
Mm.
3WC, World Wide Web Consortium. Okay.
Mm.
This is an organization. HTML is a
That is
recommendation.
simply nothing but www, no? That only.
3WC.
Or this.
3WC. This is www, means World Wide Web Consortium. This is an organization.
Mm.
HTML is
Yes, it is
recommendation
for all
language.
the.
Okay.
Mm.
Means they are
Okay.
saying that you write a HTML in that pattern, like that. Okay.
Mm.
So now we have different versions of HTML. Okay. So you have HTML5 also.
Five now.
Uh,
Five, I think now it is.
5, yeah. HTML5
Mm.
is nothing but HTML with some extra tag,
Yes.
and nothing, means it's not
Mm.
like that. HTML5 is
With the basic, I am okay with all this basic. I know till the forms creation
hmm,
means form creation means not that very good with the form creation.
hmm.
Till this table insertion, table hyperlinking, mark, then multi-tags,
Yes, 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 yes,
then
yes, yes.
all these things I'm okay with that. But including CSS, Laza, inline, I was okay with that.
Okay, that will be a
Uh,
problem. I will show you. Just I am telling you
mm,
that among all these tags, okay, you do not require every tag. Okay, so
mm.
some basic,
This
some
basic
specific
idea
tags
I
are
have.
there,
That all I'm familiar with HTML tags.
and tag list. You can get a tag list PDF like that. Okay, only the tags will be there. A table will be
Mm-hmm.
provided. HTML tag list PDF.
Okay, this will help a lot to refresh the tags.
Ekdam. So if you
Okay.
keep the tag list in your hand, then you will see this one. Okay,
Mm.
it's just like a cheat sheet of HTML. Okay,
Okay.
so you can take the help of this tag list. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Next you have
I'll just
CSS.
download it and keep.
Next you have
Mm.
CSS. You will also have CSS here. Okay, we will also have CSS here. If you carefully follow their coding or the this tutorial, you will learn CSS, and CSS and JavaScript. Main thing, JavaScript is the main thing here. Okay, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if you learn JavaScript quite well, then in future, if you are planning
Oh.
to be there in development, especially in web,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm.
JavaScript is must to learn. Okay,
Okay.
So JavaScript is something where you have to enhance your skill. Maybe you need help.
In that, it help like coding, like C, like that only, like programming code only. It will be little bit addition, no, here and there. It will be different.
Haha. Just a minute.
So I have. Um,
Wait. I'm just first. Let me demonstrate a bit about CSS. Okay. CSS, you know. You told me, na?
yes, I know CSS. Ah, it knows this the CSS,
Huh.
but not exactly thorough with the syntax because I'm not well practiced with CSS commands. But I'm thorough. Means I'm aware of all these CSS commands.
I will tell you how to install
Mm.
one more extension to this VS Code, that is for Bootstrap. Okay.
Bootstrap I've heard, and I have little bit worked on that Bootstrap, where it will create the separate style sheet for us, right?
No, no, no. Bootstrap is for CSS. Means it has a
Ha,
framework.
for style
Bootstrap
sheet.
is basically a framework. Okay. They have provided all the libraries to you, how to create a table, how it looks like. Because with HTML, I told you yesterday that with HTML, the design part is not so good. HTML will
Mm.
give you the basically the structure. Means if you want a text box, then it will give you a text box. But that text box will not look like
How it
modern
is.
web pages text box.
Mm.
Okay. So to make it a very good, just like giving a shadow, okay, making a
Mm.
rounded corner, these things all you can do with the CSS. Okay.
CSS.
Now, if you write scratch CSS, means if you have to write your own CSS code for everything, then it will be very much hard to design a complete page. So Bootstrap
Mm.
has a play means Bootstrap has a
Yes, it's
responsibility in that case. It is giving you everything. You just have to call.
all built-in CSS files are available there.
Yeah, everything is available. You have to call the function. You have to call the properties, and
Mm.
that's all. It will be designed very rapidly. Okay, so just an
Mm.
extension, you have to install it. I will show it to you later.
Mm.
Now for JavaScript is there to add the dynamic flavor into the web page. Okay,
Okay.
because these web pages, see here, these web pages are just like means
Static web
static.
pages,
Okay,
kind of. Mm.
static kind of web pages. By means of static kind, what, that there is no user interaction. Just you
Yes.
can have some links over there. You have to go to the previous one. See, this is the dynamic behavior. If you type something, if you
Mm.
click it, then it will do something. So this is an interaction, user interaction,
Mm.
right? So these user interaction can be done by JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript will add some uh, programming
Dynamic effects.
behavior into it.
Mm. Programming.
Okay,
Mm.
so I'm just writing a simple JavaScript code here. Yeah, very basic. See here, inside head script type equal to text slash JavaScript. Inside the JavaScript, you write alert. See, JavaScript has no relation with Java, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
तो हो गया आपका खाना?
My flower.
So
Here,
W3
hello
is
script.
not of the.
This is the alert box. This is the result
Mm.
of this code. Okay, this JavaScript code. Okay, this JavaScript code. Right.
Mm.
So whenever you
Okay.
refresh the page, you will get this alert message. Hello script. Right.
Okay.
Hello script. But I I say that I do not want that way. Okay. I want a
Mm-hmm.
button over there. Whenever I click that button, then it will show me the result. So that is an user interaction. You are getting the thing, na?
Mm.
I just
It's
want a
alert
button
means
over here.
kind of alert it is giving. Whenever we are refreshing, it's giving kind of alert.
Whenever we are refreshing, this piece of code is getting executed. Okay.
Hmm.
Executed.
This piece of code is getting executed and it will show me the alert message. Okay,
Okay.
that's why it is over there. Now see here, suppose I copy this thing and put it here also, and I am say sorry,
Good night.
good night. See here, I'm just saving it and running. Hello script, good night.
Oh,
Okay, so wherever you put this part of code, it will get executed. Okay,
okay.
why JavaScript is called scripting language? This is the reason. Scripting means what? Do you have ever see
Anywhere we can write.
scripting for a from a say a writer or a cinematographer or the
Mm,
writers of the means what they are like who are writing scripts for the cinema? Do you have ever
mm,
see? So script is just like that. Manuscript for a writer. Okay, a
mm.
small part of code for small part of writing, inserting at different places. Okay, so you can copy this thing and paste it inside this body too.
More to learn.
Here I'm just refreshing. Say hello
Hmm.
script appears first, then more to learn, then good night.
Then good night.
Getting the things.
Okay.
Where you're clicking, I'm not able to find it here actually. Sorry.
Refresh.
Okay.
Okay,
Refresh
Okay,
button.
every time when we do the refresh, three different answers it's giving.
not answer. These three different scripts are being
Alerts it is
executed.
executing. Okay.
Different scripts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if we want to interact with the user, these scripts are
Mm.
running whenever you are refreshing this page, na?
Hmm.
Mm.
But this is not an interaction. If you want to interact really with the user, then what you have to do? Just coming to this part, not this part. Which part we will go? Index.lily. Maybe in this party. Okay. Okay, I'm just uh, copying this content to say Lily. Okay.
Mm.
Inside Lily, I'm just deleting this part. What I told you, I will have a button, and by clicking on
For
the button, I am going to
mm.
display this one. Okay. So
Mm.
for that purpose, what I have to do, I have to write a function. Say fun. So inside function, I put this code. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I am having a button here.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say button.
Calling that function here. Huh?
Click me.
Mhm.
Just see what
How
happened.
it is related, that function, how it is related to that button.
I will tell you. Just first, let me demonstrate the total thing. Lily. See here, this is the button. Okay.
Mm.
You can click on it, but nothing is happening because we did not
Mm.
complete the code. Okay.
Ah,
Mm.
So how to do that? Say you have a event for the button. That event is
Mm.
on click. Okay.
Mm.
And you are calling fun. So whenever a click on the button is produced, this fun method will
It
be
will
called.
go to hello script.
oh, it will call the function fun.
It will
Mm.
call the fun function.
Okay.
Just a minute, it is not happening. Fun.
Saving is not done, I think.
No, I said.
And refresh the page.
See. Whenever I
Okay.
click on it, it will.
It works. Cool.
Okay. Now in the same way, suppose I have some another button. Okay. So I want to perform some addition.
Mm.
Okay. But here we don't have addition, right?
And so what do you have to
You have
do?
to write the
You
code.
have to
We
write
have
the
to create
function.
a function. Function
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 add
add.
say
add.
sum.
Okay.
Okay.
Could be different. Here add is there and there we can write some.
Oh no,
No.
no, no, no. Sorry.
No.
So you have to write idea. Okay. So here you want to add two numbers by taking input.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So how
X
can
is
you take
equal
input?
to.
Say var a, where is the
Mm.
variant type
Variable.
variable? You have to
Mm.
declare. You do not have to declare a variable in JavaScript like that. Int a, int b.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
No
that.
data type is required.
Yeah, it's just like Python.
Python.
Okay.
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 So a is equal to parseInt is the method how you
Mm.
convert the string into respective integer value.
Mm.
Say window dot prompt. Okay.
Okay.
Inside
It is
that,
something like system dot in.
yeah, right. No, prompt is taking the input from the user. Something like
That's what
input
it is
from
referring to
Python.
console, no? It is referring something to a console.
No, not exactly. Why console? Window dot prompt. Just let me write it first.
Mm.
Enter
Mm.
uh,
A number.
number. Okay. You can always put a default value, say zero. Okay.
Mm.
Next we'll take another number.
So B,
Okay.
C is equal to A plus B.
Plus B. Then we have to print the C.
Then what you have to do? You can alert. You
Uh,
can print the result along with alert, or you can print the result with another message document dot write ln. Okay.
Mhm.
See,
C.
আসছি. Result equal to say plus
C.
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 Mm.
That's all.
That is concatenate, right?
Just like Java
Uh,
concatenation.
okay.
See here, you have add button. Click.
Okay.
See, it is taking some value.
Uh,
Enter.
11, 22,
This is the
33. Okay, cool.
okay.
Nice.
This is the result.
Both input it got accepted into the same box, no?
No,
Yeah, I
no.
mean, like, eh,
Both input is not accepted in the same box.
Can you please execute it once again?
Really.
Add iClip.
See, this is 100. If I press OK, then again a new box appears.
Okay. Okay,
200,
okay.
then OK.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
300.
Okay.
Mm.
So this is the way how you have to write a JavaScript code. I can show you more and more and more. Okay. There is no limit, but
Hmm.
we have to stop for today.
Okay.
What I will do
Correct.
here, this is a project we have already made. Na?
Mm.
This is a small little website we have already created. Okay.
Uh,
Mm.
But it is there inside my server only in my PC. I can run
Mm.
it only using
my
localhost.
laptop. Uh,
No other body has access to this computer since it is
yes.
not connected with a static IP. Yesterday I told you. Okay.
Mm.
So what I can do for you, I will upload all this website as a content to my
Mm.
server. I have that facility. Okay.
Okay.
So that you can access globally
Mm.
these website means
Okay.
this work what we
Uh,
did today till now. Okay.
Mm.
So I
okay.
will upload it today and will
Uh,
send you the link so that you can get acquainted in a nutshell what is the web technology totally in total. Okay.
okay.
So I will
Okay.
share you the link also along with the video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So You have to excuse me today. I have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Uh,
Tell me if you have any question to ask right now. Now, looking at the video, just watch the video again and try to install the Xampp and do the same thing of your own.
okay.
Okay.
And if you complete your any task, then you can always send me the zip file. I will upload that thing, and you can see your work on the web
Okay.
readily.
Mm,
Okay,
Uh,
so that you will
okay.
get more interest in it. Okay.
uh,
Okay.
Okay, Shashiji, Srinivas.
Okay.
yes, yes, bye.
Okay, okay.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Good night.
See you next day.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Okay. So if I get my